It comes around every 4 years, the time when countries from around the world send their best athletes to compete for glory in the Olympics. But times have changed since the international community began this global competition. David Earl gives you a brief look into the history of the Olympics.
The 2012 Olympics are upon us. Athletes from all over the world have descended on London, England to put their bodies and skills to the test, representing their country to bring home the gold. For many of you, watching this global test of athleticism is a tradition held every 4 years, but it hasn't always been that way. According to Greek mythology, the Olympic Games were created by Heracles, one of the most famous Greek heroes. They were dedicated to the Olympian gods and were staged on the ancient plains of Olympia in Greece. The first recorded history of the Games can be traced back to 776 BC, when King Ippitus brought opposing nations together in an effort to prevent war and plague, which were common in Greece. When the Greeks declared the Olympic truce, soldiers had to put down their weapons and stop fighting during the Games. This continued for nearly 12 centuries, until Emperor Theodosius in 393 AD compared the Games to pagan cults and banned them. The world went without this athletic clash of nations for the next 1,500 years, until April 6, 1896, when the International Olympic Committee formed and revived the Games. The very first location? Athens, Greece, of course. 13 nations sent 280 participants to compete in 43 events. Americans won 9 out of the 12 events they competed in. It's a tradition that a different city hosts this cornucopia of competition every 4 years. Of course, we take pride in those who represent the Stars and Stripes. Athletes like Carrie Strug, Mary Lou Retton, Michael Johnson, Mark Spitz, Edwin Moses, the 1992 Dream Team, and of course, one of the most decorated Olympians in modern history, Michael Phelps. Now, of course, the list of great Olympic athletes from America is much longer, and when added to greats from around the world, longer still. This is the first time since 1948 that the Games have returned to London.
Here's one more historical note for you. When the Games revived from their absence in 1896, American James Connolly won the gold in the triple jump. That made him the first Olympic champion in more than 1,500 years. Eyewitness News continues right after the break.